What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? Randy here with RTS Mobile Gaming, bringing you a dynamite video today. We are playing the Lord of the Rings Rise to War, and in today's video, we are talking about Season 5, the first 40 minutes. Here today, folks, we have triggered Season 5. It's actually Rebuilding Glory campaign. It's not the Season 5 unique campaign, but this video is going to show you the first 40 minutes of me playing a new season. You're going to see the unfiltered, uncut gameplay of me getting to a point where I am ranked 2 in power shortly after the first hour, okay? So we're going to join Lothlorien here in the Season 5 Start Rebuilding Glory non-roleplay version. I wanted to give this kind of a good faction start. You guys have seen plenty of guides from me and videos on starting evil accounts. I figured, you know what, we're going Lothlorien anyways. I might as well use all the good commanders and show you what's cooking in the kitchen, okay? So I'll be giving you guys a number of tips throughout the video. Just stay tuned. I have sped up the video 250%, so you're not just sitting here watching paint dry, and I'll try and keep it exciting. So if you enjoy this, go ahead and drop down into the Forge Discord, and we'll rock and roll, all right? So the first thing you're going to want to do, guys, is make sure that you get the stamina clocks ticking in the troops training, okay? So you can see here, tip 1, start the troop training. I just started the troop training. Let me move my face. Hang on. Move my face. Then we're going to equip armies to my my main commanders, right? I'm going to pick 3 commanders. In this case, I did Celeborn, Gandalf, and Dwalin, okay? So tip 2 is start that stamina regeneration. Get them out. The most important thing you can do is make sure that you are using the stamina bonuses to your advantage, right? The first 24 hours, it costs half the stamina. Your stamina regenerates faster. You take less losses. So don't even worry about skilling your guys until you go and spend the first 10 stamina on a tile, okay? Then we'll go in. You can see the skills that I'm putting in here for my Gandalf and my Dwalin and my Celeborn. This may help you, Celeborn, sorry. This may help you start. Always prioritize damage. For Dwalin, it's different because his rank 0 skill gives +3 attack, which is great damage, and it gives healing. So he's a little bit unique in that aspect, but for Gandalf and for Celeborn, you're going to want pure damage. Damage, and crowd control, okay? Since Celeborn doesn't offer crowd control, we'll sneak over some healing once he's level 10 or so. And I'm just equipping a gear with plus attack. Now, you may look at this gear and think to yourself, oh my goodness, Randy has some crazy gear. But remember, this gear isn't leveled up. It won't be leveled up for the first couple hours. It takes a long time to level up on low tiles. So even 3-star purple gear is going to give you almost the same bonuses as my 5 stars. All right, so don't be intimidated by that. Once it's fully leveled up, obviously I'll have a little bit of an advantage with the gear. But for the first couple hours, we're all the same. So tip 4 is rush buildings. Get to your main hall level 5, okay? That is the most important thing. When you get the main hall level 5, you will unlock the training grounds, okay? Which will give you bonus command in each march. That is your number 1 goal. You need to get the main hall 5. It'll give you 2 levels of training grounds, okay? You should be able to achieve that in the first 2 to 3 hours of gameplay. Main hall 5. So you need to be really resource conscious, and you need to be completing these quests, okay, which we'll take a look at in a second here, because they're going to give fantastic resources. I mean, check it out. Just by paying attention to the quests and the tiles I need to capture, I am able to do that. So now we're going to have buildings ticking, right? You want the buildings to be ticking nonstop. It's very important that your builders are going. Like I said, you want to rush main hall 5, so don't forget about them, okay? Easy to forget. All right. Oh, yeah, look at that. Look at that. Oh, my goodness. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Upgrade that Elven Quarters. That's right. Oh, yeah, that's right. So, don't be afraid. Don't be afraid to, push a few of the buildings and get stronger troops, right? You want the main hall 5, but you also want to get to those tier 2 troops. So make sure you work on that as well, okay? And by the way, for this build, I think shortly after this video, I did switch the build. I took the points out of Grey Elf and I put them into Celeborn's attack/heal. So that was a little bit of a change that I actually am happy with right now. Here I'm just working on getting to those tier 2 archers. Their damage goes up so dramatically, and they're really cheap. So you want those as quickly as you can get them. That's just the hard truth. You want those tier 2 units as quickly as you can get them. I don't want to commit myself to an hour-long training queue, okay? I want to keep it in short intervals because as I upgrade the buildings, the training will be faster and faster. And I don't want to burn out all my resources. If I find myself resource starved and I can't train troops or upgrade a building, I'll be stuck for a few hours and I will waste that 24-hour buff. Here I'm just messing around, putting some stuff on Witch King. I'll move my face over here. I'm putting some gear on Witch King. I can't use him yet. I don't have the ring skills yet. I don't have the troops to really use him yet. You know, it's no point in running him. He doesn't give any bonuses to good troops. So for now, I'm not going to use him. I'm just getting him set up for later, okay? Here we go. With Persuasion, I will be grabbing Persuasion soon, and I will be putting Sharku on the map, okay? When Sharku's on the map, he'll be able to gather stone. That is your number one goal, is gather stone. You may maybe gather some ore, but stone is your primary goal. As my power grows, I will attack higher power tiles. Yes. As we slowly move our way up here and we move into the higher level tiles, don't be afraid if you feel like Dwalin's taking too many losses early on to not use him right away. You can, let me move my face. Oh no. Okay. You can move him out of the way and get on his stuff, you know, when you have the training camp unlocked. So that last tip that I skipped over, right? Tip 4 is complete the quests. Look at how many resources I just got by completing those 6 quests, right? I unlocked 5 more tiles that I can capture. Maybe it was 2, I don't remember. But you keep unlocking tiles, and it increases from 2 to 5 to 10, right, as you go up. So completing those chapter goals, those chapter objectives, is extremely important. That is probably one of the best sources of resources early game, combined with the first week events. You can gain 100,000 resources from the first week events by completing the objectives there in the event center. But the chapter goals is going to also give you enormous resources. So pay attention to that. Don't just go willy-nilly spend all your resources on a building that isn't going to contribute to your goals. Be really conscious of the buildings that you upgrade to get to your path, to get to that main hall 5, okay? Celeborn coming in on that level 10 tile. Level 15 tile, ladies and gentlemen. Let's see what happens. Can I take it? Can I take the 15 tile with Celeborn? Are we going to do it? We're gonna do it sometime. I don't know when, but we might do it. The 15s are tough, guys. The 15s are tough. Don't rush into them too fast. I have to say. They can definitely be tough, okay? So just be aware. We're just going to join bait here with Fish Wizard, who ironically has me there. So tip 6, right? Push the stronger tiles. Don't rush into them too hard, but push them. Okay? If you feel like you've completed a tile and you've only lost 10% of your troops, you might be able to go to the next stronger tile, as you can see here. Okay? I have been able to grab 15 power tiles with both Celeborn and Gandalf here at level 5. Okay? You can do it too. Not only am I grabbing 15 power tiles, I'm really not losing that many troops. So I'm not going to push it to 30 yet. Probably going to wait till level 7 or 8 to get to the 30 power tiles, but don't be afraid of it, okay? Don't be afraid. If you're clearing a lower level tile, you're only losing 10% of your troops. You know, you have to make a gut check, right? You have to decide, is the leap from 15 to 30 too much? Maybe. Is the leap from 10 to 15 too much? Maybe not, right? So really abuse the fact that you only take half the troop losses right now. You can push it a little bit. Don't push it too hard. I saw some people at like level 8 attacking a 30 and they lost, their whole march. And it's like, don't do that because that will set you back an hour. Every time you lose a whole march in day 1, it'll set you back basically an hour. Okay? So an hour out of 24 hours, you only have 24 hours of those bonuses. If you get set back an hour, that is like 5% negative progress for you. And now you have to commit more resources to retraining the troops and refilling your barracks. I'm just on the other screen here. While I narrate this video, I actually have to... I'm capturing 60s with Gandalf right now. I'm going to go try a 90 soon. I'm just getting ready to do that here. My Tier 2 troops will be done training in 2 minutes and 35 seconds on my other screen. Okay, so back here, okay. So it's just about being efficient, guys. I mean, check it out. I never stop moving, okay? Drink some caffeine. Your first couple hours are really important. You want to use, the first 90 to 100 of your main 3 commander stamina in the first couple hours. And use pathers. Use pathers. Don't use your main commanders for pathing. I saw somebody using their Gandalf the Great a path to a tile earlier. Do not do that. Once you can clear the higher level tiles on your main 3 commanders, do not attack a lower level tile with them. You are not allowed to drop down to a lower level tile for the first 24 hours, or I will come over there and slap you across the face. Oh, I did that to be like a joke, but that kind of got myself pretty good there. Here we go. So I'm going to use Gandalf the White as a pather. He mainly is good with cavalry, okay? He doesn't really give any bonuses to my little infantry archers, but he has a stun, so he's going to take few losses. He has the ability to have the orc from Starlight or whatever, so he'll make do with pathing. And he'll gain a few levels in the meantime. Why not? Okay. You can see here, White Council, Champion of the Light. I don't have cavalry yet. There's no sense in going into the R5. You don't really want the R5 early game anyways, because you want to deal as much damage as you can early. So getting that 20% damage from Starlight, 15-20% damage from low-level Starlight versus waiting 4 turns to get my full damage stack, from the R5 tree, it's debatable for sure, but whatever. You can make an argument either way. I'm not making him a main commander till I have cavalry anyways. He's just pathing. Here I'm getting Sharku set up with the husbandry accessory. As you can see here, I'm going to send him out to actually kill some level 1 tiles and gain a few levels, just because I want to get his gathering skill maxed out. Look at all the resources I'm getting from those objectives. Oh my goodness. Look at that. It's crazy, guys. It's crazy. What an intense... I have 3 seconds to retrain. Hang on. What an intense day we've had so far. It's been going great. I love it. Okay, my first batch of wardens are done, guys. The first batch of wardens are cooking. I have 400 wardens ready to go. I'm going to push a level 90 power tile in a minute, okay? Should be good. We'll do that in a different video. So, as you path, keep dropping tiles. It's super duper important to keep dropping tiles. Don't let yourself get maxed out on low level tiles, okay? Be aware, pay attention. And I'll cover that in a tip in a second, okay? But just be aware. So now I've got his, after this tile here, I have his gathering maxed out. I don't have, so really I want to wait till I'm gathering level 40 stone. Don't do what I do next. I actually go and I gather on a low level ore tile, and it's not necessarily bad because I do want to start the clock ticking on my ability points, but I mean, I probably shorted myself by 5,000 resources by not waiting. I should have just waited. And every couple thousand resources is worth its weight in gold in the first day, right? Because you need to get to that level 5. You need to unlock your tier 2 troops. You need to unlock your training grounds, right, in order to get a higher troop command per march. I'm looking for some 30s. We're getting some 30s here. So we're just moving right along, right? We're moving right along here. We're pushing 15s. We're going to start 30s pretty soon. Something's happening. My thing's bugging out. There's our first 30 down. I took a lot of losses there. That was a lot of losses. But now that I have Mithrandir, I'll have an avoidance. I'll dodge the first damage received. So as you start to level up, it's a big deal. You start to get more command. You start to get more skill points. And you can hit a cliff where all of a sudden you can jump. You can jump. Your capabilities just increase drastically because you've maxed something out. So you can see I'm just checking out all the things here. I'm debating where I'm going to put my resources. Here we go, folks. We now have main hall level 4. What? Okay. Celeborn, sending him over to some 30 ore tiles. Should be good. I'll go ahead and put a few levels in this. Why not? I mean, I'll be using them for a couple days, right? Why not? And they really do fantastic damage. So even when I'm able to train like tier 3 sentinels, the tier 2s are still good to have mixed into your march. They still do phenomenal damage. They're one of the higher damage units in the game for tier 2 for sure. And don't be afraid to pull the troops off your army like I just did, right? Don't be afraid to go to the army you're not using and don't refill it until you're ready to use it. Just fill the army that you're using. Super key, okay? Super key. Okay, so power production, 266. We're going to start moving up now that we're capturing 30 power tiles. We're going to skyrocket very quickly. I know at the beginning of the video, I showed you a screenshot where I was just over 1,000 power. I just happened to like that screenshot. I think by the end of this video, I think I'm about 20 minutes away. I think I hit 1,000 power at about an hour and 10 minutes into the season. I hit 1,000 power. So I thought that was a good enough milestone to put on the video. Don't be mad at me. But you're seeing how I get there, okay? You are checking it out in action, what's happening. So Gandalf is plugging right along. He is smoking these guys. I'm going to go ahead and pull the troops off like I just did right there. Switch them over to Celeborn and get Celeborn. Oop. I'm going to do one more attack on Gandalf, then I'll go switch to Celeborn. My apologies. I had 22 stamina. Okay. I'm trying to get him to be level 10. There it is, baby. I just completed that quest. That is worth that extra stamina. Look at all the resources I just got. Oh my goodness. So many resources. Yeah, that level 10 and that level 13 milestone and the level 20 milestone, those are huge for unlocking massive chapter goal resources, okay? Huge milestones. Really push for those. By the end of the first day, honestly, you should have probably one commander like level 21, one commander like level 23, 24, as a free-to-play. And if you're a pay-to-play player, you should probably have one commander at level 25, one commander at level 28 to 30. Just so you understand the milestones, and I just wanted to be very blunt, right? But both of those are very obtainable, okay? Here we go. I am going to gather stone to use some of my ability points. Gather ore, sorry. That was the mistake I was talking about. I wish I just waited like 20 minutes and gathered my level 40 stones that I started capturing, but for some reason I decided at that moment it was important for me. Like I said, it probably cost me about 5,000 resources overall. Not a bad thing, not a good thing. Room for improvement, right? This is all about slow and steady improvement, gaining your efficiency, becoming better and better. And that's it. Tip 9, focus on stone for the first 24 hours. I can't stress that enough, guys. Stone is your most important resource for the first day or two, actually. You can't get it from the quest rewards, give you almost none from the quest end rewards. And you really only get 2,000 or 3,000 for completing each objective. So while you might be getting 35,000, 40,000 resources for food, ore, and lumber, you really aren't, maybe you're getting 10,000 stone for every 40,000 of the other resources, right? So it's lopsided, and it's on purpose, right? They want to slow you down and make you work for it. So focus on stone tiles, focus on upgrading your stone buildings, and we'll go from there, okay? So thank you for watching, folks. I hope you enjoyed this first 40 plus or minus minutes of Season 5. Love you long time. Randy out. Mwah.